Man, that maths exam was harder than any past year I have ever done before. I gotta admit, while I was doing the paper, my hands were shaking. I couldn't even draw a graph right because it was shaking so much. And I was panicking a bit because time was really pressing on me. And at least I finished it. But I do know that I got some questions wrong, so the chances of getting a perfect score are zero. And man, it was actually hard. It was actually hard. The first paper was really easy. I think a lot of people can say that. The first paper was really easy, and then the second paper, they just hit you like a train. It's like they're trying to lower your guard and hit you when you're the weakest. And on some self improvement stuff, really for art maths or any subject in particular, really just our grades are dictated by how perfect we can be, and how many mistakes we make will lower that grade. And you know I don't really like that, because what it tells us is that mistakes are bad. We shouldn't make mistakes. It tells us that we should be able to do everything perfectly and minimize mistakes. But in life, usually mistakes are not necessarily bad. Sure, mistakes can hurt you, it can pull you down and put you in a dark hole. But it depends on your outlook. If you look at your mistake as something bad, for example, you accidentally, I don't know, spilled hot water on your hand, and you're like, fuck, why did I just do that? And then the rest of the day, you're just unhappy. You know, that can negatively affect your mood. But if you look at it as, okay, you're still gonna say fuck because it's hot, right? It's an involuntary action. But if you see it as just a learning process, perhaps next time, actually focus when you're pouring hot water, then you won't have the rest of your day affected, and you'll be fine. So it's really how you look at your mistakes, it can either aid in your development or make you even more unhappier than you currently perhaps are. Yeah, I still have MCQ left, which is ABCDs. So it's really just not. I don't really need to review any material anymore. Just try to do past years ABCDs. Should be a little easier than structured questions. But it is what it is. I got only a few exams left. Nearly finished with my IGCSEs. All in all, I'm not too unhappy. You know, it is what it is. At least for me, because a lot of people they view IGCSEs as quite important, but the thing is, I'm already allocated to a certain school, and so it doesn't really matter what results I get in IGCSE. But it does feel good if you get good grades, and you pay good money for it. So at least try to do good. Yeah. I really want to focus on other things in my life right now, especially just hustling and trying to find ways to make money. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good night. It's 1 a.m. right now. It's 1 a.m. I should be going to sleep, man. You know, life seems quiet when you're alone and no one to tell you what to do, and especially at night. I don't know, man. Good night.